All right. A very good morning to everyone. I would love to see people on video as well if you're comfortable, but it's a much better experience for our presenters and for us that you are on video, and we know that, yes, you are attentive here as well. So quickly introducing ourselves. So we are product space. We have a lot of these open sessions that we do for the open audience as well to join in, learn a bit about AI. It has always been our belief that we help you get an understanding about AI and what's latest that's happening in the market, right? With this session and demo day particularly, the concept is that we have our own AI related course wherein we have very senior folks who do join in, who learn about AI over the course of 4 to 6 weeks. And then they spend 2 weeks specially building their own projects, which is a part of their final capstone project, right? What you see today are the projects that have been created as part of their final capstone. Okay. In this, they pick up different sort of ideas or use cases wherein AI can be, properly implemented. So everything that you see, the products have been completely from zero till what they are showing you today has been built by them. They are mentored by our senior mentors who have been building actual products in very good companies. So they sort of mentor all the cohort members that we have in terms of building their own products, right? So you will get an idea and a breakdown of what the problem statement is, what is the solution that they've come up with. Then you will also look at the live demo in terms of the product that they've built and a breakdown of how they've built that, right? So I hope all of you are super excited, and we would love to get your feedback as well in the comments in terms of how did you find the project. Do you have any questions for the team members as well, right? So that we can sort of pass it on to our presenters as well, right? So quickly moving on, I will, want to take a bit of time just to introduce the panelists that we have for today. I'll just quickly share my screen for that as well so that you can see your faces, see their faces. Let me share it with you. Folks, till then, of course, if you have any questions or if you want to know what demo days are, right? If you have attended a demo day for the first time, I think you will definitely enjoy what is going to happen today. So, just join me in introducing the panelists that we have today. We have Parag Agarwal. He is Principal Applied Science Manager at Microsoft. And we have George, or maybe George, you can say the pronunciation better as well, who is co-founder and CEO and Zentric. I'm not able to see you on camera. If you can just wave a hi to the audience.
Hello, everyone. George is fine. That's how I usually introduce myself in America.
Got it. All right. Parag, if you're here, I'm unable to see you on camera.
Yes, my camera is on.
Yeah, I can see you now. I can see you now.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello. First of all, thank you so much for spending and coming in here today. We are extremely happy that we have both of you as panelists. And we'd love that you share your feedback with the teams as well. All right, we'll move on to the second agent that we want to present for today. So it is the HR interview assistant agent, wherein it's a transcript audio-based agent. So HR's hiring team can use it, just plug and play for evaluating candidates. You can also use this agent if you are someone who is preparing for interviews, right? And you don't want any human intervention. You can actually get feedback for how you're, overall doing in the interview, right? So I will quickly introduce the team for this particular agent. So we have Sambhav Patak, he's GPM. Isoken, she is a product manager. We have Mani, who is again a product manager. Komal, she is a GPM. And Dipti, she is a technical content developer, right? Folks, you can take the stage. I will spotlight you folks if you're on camera.
Thank you so much. Hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, it's very clear. Awesome.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you all for joining in today's demonstration call. Today, we'll be presenting the demo of our tool SkillHire. It is an AI-powered interview screening solution. But before I talk more about our tool, I would really like to introduce the team who have worked hard in delivering this product. Meet Sambhav, Deepthi, and I'm Komal. We have built this product to help hiring managers and the interviewers to streamlining the hiring process. Now let's understand the problem first. We all have been on the position where we understand the hiring is broken. We spend hours in finalizing that one right candidate for a role. The HR spend hours in coordinating amongst the interviewer and the candidate to submit the feedbacks and give the corresponding interviewer feedback. Now, a simple question. Can AI help anywhere in this process? The answer is yes. And that's what our solution SkillHire does. Now, I'll not just keep on talking about what our solution does, but I'll take you through a journey where we can together see how SkillHire actually operates. So for now, I'll take you through the landing page of a SkillHire. Hope you all are able to see the landing page of a SkillHire application.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So the SkillHire has two lenses. One is from the recruiter point of view,
Yes,
and another is from the candidate lens. Let's take a look from the recruiter point of view. So for any recruiter who is looking forward to hire a candidate, they would be navigating to the application. They would click on For Recruiters tab. They would create their account if they are coming to the application for the first time. They will fill in the details, the organization name, their email IDs and password. Once they create their account, they can use the same credentials to log into the application. Right now, I'm logging to the application from one of the existing recruiter. So on entering the right credentials, I'll navigate to the application. On successfully login, I can see my name on the top, followed by my organization name to which I belongs to. The dashboard of an interviewer is filled with a lot of graphs and numbers because we understand the graphs and numbers speak louder than the words. You can see the submission trends happening, submission based on the interview level. And when you scroll a little bit down, you can also see the division based on every interview. For example, this is one of the interview, how many candidates have total submitted it, how many were passed, how many were rejected. And if you wanted to get deeper into the analysis, you can navigate to view details to see more evaluation. What other options does an recruiter have over here in the portal? They can see the job posting, which are currently live for their application, for their organization. They can see the templates, which they could utilize for creating an interview. They can see the active interviews for which the hiring is currently happening. And they can see the interviews which are no longer accepting the candidates. Okay. Now, if a recruiter, if a hiring manager wants to create an interview, the process is very simple. They have to click on Create Interview button on the top, select a job ID for which they were looking forward to hire a candidate. For example, I'm looking for hire a candidate of associate PM role. I can fill in the interview title, the description, select the section for which my question belongs to. Am I asking soft skill related question or a technical question? I can write the technical questions, define the model answers, the areas what I want my AI to evaluate my candidate on basis of what. I can choose how I want my candidates to respond, whether they should be giving audio responses, text responses, or how they wanted to give, and can define the time limit for it. Once I fill in all of those details, I can click on Create Interview button over here. The interview would be created. As soon as the interview has been created, I'll come on one of the few of the interviews which I've already created in the application. So as soon as an interview has been created, it has been created with a unique username and a passcode. This username and passcode needs to be shared with the candidate for applying and giving this interview. And if you wanted to view more details about the interview, we can click on View Detail, can see the overview section, can see the stats, number of students who have submitted it, how many questions it includes, what is the latest submission dates. Navigate across tabs to see more details. I can see the questions which has been asked in an interview, the candidates who have responded to the interview. And we can also see the candidate evaluation when we navigate to the view details. But I'll take a pause over here because I would like you to go through the candidate panel first, and then we'll come again to the recruiter panel to see the results.
All right, thanks, Komal. I'll take it on from here. So let's walk you through from the candidate's point of view. So it's a very simple UI. If you click on Take Interview button, you'll be guided to a sign up page. And if you're a first-time user, you create an account. If you already have an account, you just log in. So we already have an account. We'll just log in. I think the screen is running a bit slow.
I think I'll get login.
We are on the correct screen now. Okay, so we are onto the candidate dashboard. So here you'll get to see all the analysis of different interviews you've appeared for. and what all you have received recommendations in, summary of what you have received as a result in the interview. So all in all, it's like a place where you receive all the feedback and other information regarding the response you've submitted for an interview. So if you go to the top, you have an option to start an interview. You click here and you enter the credentials. I think again, we are running a bit slow on the screen. Yeah, so we entered the credentials. I think the screen was running slow, so we didn't see it. So you have an option to start recording your responses. If you're happy with the recording, you can move ahead, or you can re-record or play the recording. And if you're happy, you move ahead to the next question. So once you go to next question, you do not have an option to navigate backwards because we don't want any cheating to be happening. So we move to next question then. We also have an option to record the responses in textual manner, so you can respond in text also. Once you're done with the interview, you click on Submit Interview button, and your responses will be recorded. So here you can see that your responses have been recorded and stored in the database. So what's happening in the background, how this is being evaluated, you'll see it in n8n workflow. So if we go to n8n, so we have this webhook node. This is the first node. So what happens is, as soon as candidate submits its responses, the database table triggers a notification to this webhook that, okay, new entry has been added, and it automatically fetches those responses. And once those responses are fetched, they are flown into the network. So there are two response types, audio and textual. So if it's an audio, it goes into this flow. And if it's in textual response, it goes into process test responses. And then they are both converted into text, and then they are flown further into the OpenAI agent. So this OpenAI agent, what is shown here, is where the magic happens. So I think we are running a bit slow again, laggy. Yep. So we have this system instructions set says that if whatever model answer is being provided by the recruiter, the candidate response is being judged against that response. And then at the end, the results comes up in overall recommendation manner, like whether the candidate is recommended or not, or needs improvement, along with the overall summary of the interview. So if we go to the next node, that is Superbase. So Superbase is a place where all our database is being stored. And so once this output is being generated, it is fed into Superbase as input. And it then updates our tables in the database and show that results in recruiter dashboard as well as the candidate dashboard. So the Superbase 1 is the node where this is happening. We also have a feature wherein candidates can receive their results within a minute and a half as soon as they submit their responses, saying that, okay, if you are recommended for next round, you receive an email, congratulations, you have been selected for next round. And if it's you have not been selected, then you receive an email, okay, unfortunately, we are not able to move ahead with you, but please keep a check on other opportunities. So this way, you see the result is also, the mail is also received based upon how we perform. This reduces the biasness and inconsistency in the process. So that's one of the main feature. So now we'll show you how the recruiter dashboard shows up the results. So we log in here, go to the interview, view details, go into candidate section. You see all the results here. If you click on view details, you'll see the AI assessment result. So you see it needs improvement because we submitted random responses, and it shows in the summary as well, okay, that unfortunately candidates did not demonstrate any strengths in their responses. They also mention areas to improve and overall summary note. So this is how the AI assessment is going on, and it provides us very accurate results. So we are done with the demo for now. We'll now proceed with the further presentation. Over to you now, Deepti. Thank you.
Thank you, Sambhav. Now that you have already seen how SkillHire works in action, I'll walk you through some of the other key slides that we have. First, let's see who actually benefits from this. pretty much everyone who is involved in the hiring process, for example, recruiters save hundreds of hours by sending just one interview link to multiple candidates, and then AI can handle all the evaluations in the backend on its own. Candidates get the flexibility to take interviews at a time which is convenient to them, and there's no need for awkward scheduling. And the big hiring agencies, well, they can actually screen large number of volumes very easily. Now let's talk about the features. SkillHire offers a helpful feature on both the sides. The recruiters get a dashboard to manage interviews, create interview templates. They can track progress and the candidate responses. They can also filter candidates and view the AI generated summaries. For candidates, it's super smooth. They get a simple guided flow and can take interviews at a time which is convenient to them. They can also have they also have the option to re-record answers in case if it's needed, and can track their progress later on with the helpful feedback that we provide. While building a skill hire, we also considered the non-functional requirements to ensure that the product performs really well. And as a result, this hiring tool is fast, it is reliable, and very easy to use. Now, coming up to our key differentiators, what really sets us apart? We plan to ease out the end-to-end hiring experience with automated AI-based evaluation. This platform provides instant feedback, so there's no need for human intervention at this stage. It also offers multilingual support, and with all this is done without having to install anything. It is all web-based. And while building this, we have kept all the modern hiring trends in mind. Now, for the monetization, for this hiring platform, we have designed flexible monetization strategies, which includes tiered subscription for different hiring needs. We also have occasional hiring. We also have the pay-per interview model. And our API can easily be integrated with different HR platform, which again gives us an opportunity for revenue generation. We also plan to offer premium add-on features like custom scoring and detailed candidate reports. Now, let me quickly tell you about our strategic roadmap beyond this MVP version. Coming up, we have plans to add some exciting features like resume parsing, AI-based video interviews, and integration with tools like Zapier. All this is being built to have a seamless end-to-end hiring experience. And behind the scenes, we are using Whisper for voice, GPT for scoring, Superbase for storage, and N8N for automating everything. Even at this demo stage, we have already tested multiple interview sessions. Our AI is able to evaluate all the responses in under 60 seconds. And the early feedback on this product has been very positive, especially on the clarity and the ease of use. So in short, SkillHire saves time and makes the hiring process smoother for everyone who is involved in this process. That's it. Thank you so much for listening, and we are open to taking any questions that you might have.
Thank you. And I think one thing I can definitely add on top of it, the application accepts the answers in any response. So you can give response in any language. We tried it for multiple language like Hindi, French, and different, and it was able to successfully translate into English and compare the results.
Awesome. Amazing job, team. I think building a full-blown product and everything has been done by you. It's a great achievement and very good presentation as well. I would open the stage for George and Parag for any questions that you have for the team or any suggestions as well.
Yeah. So one question I had that during the start, you talked about inconsistency and biases and all those as well, right? Reducing that. So what particular steps were, like what texts were used and what steps were taken to do that, solve that?
Okay. So I think I would like to take a chance to answer it. So I think all those things happens how we give a prompt to AI. We have followed multiple prompting strategies. Like we made sure that we are not just jumping into taking a decision. We are guiding AI to follow a chain of thought prompting so that it evaluates every answer. We have given a model answers. We tried evaluating on hundreds of answers. We made sure that AI is evaluating every answer. And once every answer has been evaluated, then AI gave a response to the candidate if they, on the overall basis, if he's a good candidate, to proceed further. Because in nowhere we want a good candidate to be left out. It is okay if an average candidates go to the next round because we can shortlist over there. But we have made sure of all of those process happens while we are prompting the AI
Okay.
towards this process.
Okay.
And I think we
So
have made sure about negative prompting, few short prompting. So you have used a couple of prompting techniques to give a AI an effective results.
God, yeah. So one thing like which I have been in many like I've conducted many interviews for Microsoft and rounds like that. So one thing we have seen is that when you try to get something unbiased, we become biased on the reverse direction. So that is one of the very core challenges which every company is facing. That like let's say we want to de-bias it towards gender, it becomes biased towards the other gender something. So but yeah, that's a different philosophical discussion. But anyways, I really loved the like the depth of the features. So many features being built at start. I thought that literally it will be one or two features which you will be showing, but then as the presentation progressed, like it was very surprising as well. Yeah, good job everyone.
We do
So our
definitely
end
have a
goal,
lot of more features in the application in the app, but in the interest of time, we have squeezed it to just showcase some key areas which we can do that. But I think we have catered a lot of edge case scenarios also, like same email IDs cannot be recruiter and candidate. A candidate cannot submit the response more than once. So even if he tries, a system will not be accepting the responses. So we have catered all of those areas also while building a product. Over to you, Sambhav. Please feel free to add.
and we also wanted to eliminate the bias that you see when a group of people are involved in the hiring process. So if they know somebody, they add in a reference, and sometimes it becomes bias. But here we are sending the real time results to the candidate as well, so no human intervention in between. You just create an interview and you just sit back and watch, and the complete process is happening in the background. You, as soon as a candidate submits responses, they receive a mail about if they are selected and other details, like as you said, the template. So we wanted to remove that bias as well.
Yep, makes sense. Like the connection bias, basically. That if I know
Yeah,
someone is from my college,
yeah,
yeah, those kind of bias. Yeah,
right.
makes sense.
Because it is a very important topic, I would add a couple more cents on that direction. Bias cannot be limited with prompting. The only way to show that there is a reduction of bias versus human hiring would be to actually have enough data to prove it, which would mean having enough comparisons of how humans would have acted in a given interview process versus how the AI would have. And a single LLM call, even if it's a very long system instruction, wouldn't generally cut it. You can do things like have a constitutional AI system like what Anthropic does, which is having one model check the answers of another model, which already raises the bar. And there's a few more things that you would want to do on that direction, particularly because hiring and making decisions on people's livelihoods is actually considered under EU AI regulation. So, for example, if you wanted to enter into the EU market, you will need to make sure that you can trace all of the decisions and why they're made. And in the end, one negative of LLMs is that you don't necessarily have the inside reason of why a decision was taken. No, you don't have necessarily the why it wrote 0 or it wrote 1 on the good or average. So bias, I think, is a very good way to continue to work on, and it's not something that you can deliver on a prototype because it's something that requires
Definitely.
deep data science work as well. But I agree as well in that it's very well and full featured. I would, when presenting it to other audiences, explore more how this creates a new value within an organization as the primary story device or narrative. and less so the features or how it works. For example, I would eliminate showing logging or user management because those are table stakes. Everybody assumes that you have them. No, now I understand in this context it's useful to show like it's full featured. But for example, seeing the interview is much more powerful and can be you can just jump into that for starters and then seeing. And now that you've seen that we can do real interviews, here the analytics, the dashboards, no? Instead of showing dashboards, which everybody can have dashboards, right? But what are you showing me on that data? Why is it useful for me as a hiring manager to know that we have a lot of rejects or whatever it is? So to summarize, bias is very important. I will focus more on the valuable features and remove even the rest to spend more time talking about the value to the business. Other than that, very good prototype, very well work.
Thank you.
I think definitely thank you so much for adding that, George. I just would like to add one more thing over here. The intent right now is we can create a streamlining of interviews because what happens today is for a single position, we get hundreds of applicants. At least for the initial screening round where we have 100 candidates, we shortlist it to 50 candidates. The application is very helpful in, shortlisting the initial bunch of candidates. And then we can add some human layers at the end, or we can add couple of more interview layers to evaluate the candidate based on that, and then we can jump to a result and conclusions. But we have taken a note of what you have said. Thank you for saying.
Yeah, no, and selling it to other HR platforms, I think it's a very good path too. Selling it to Lever and Indeed or whichever it was, could be a B2B path to doing that nicely.
Yeah, and one more focus was that
I'm
since we
very
do not
sorry,
want to miss.
folks. I'm very sorry, but other teams will not get enough time to present if we continue on. But great job. I think it was amazing, but I have to move to the other teams. I'm so sorry. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed our presentation and project. Thank you.
All right. That was lovely. I think we'll move back to the first team. First team, if you are ready, the social media agent.
Yes. Yes. I'll share my screen.
Yeah.
Just let me know if it's visible.
Yeah. Yes. Much, much better.
Much better. Great.
Sorry for the hiccup.
Yeah, you may start.
Okay. Shall we start?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, depending on where you have joined from. So we have Rahul, Abhishek, and Pratapan with us. Pratapan, are you there? Could you just switch on the camera? I cannot see you. Oh, hold on. Let me call him. Pratapan, bhai, start ho gaya. Aja, bhai. Could you just come?
Hi, Bhavesh. Can you hear me? Sorry,
Hey,
Mr.
fine.
What are you saying?
A lot of problems, Pratapan. Okay, finally you are here. Thank you so much. Pratapan, you look very stressed, lost. What happened? गर्लफ्रेंड छोड़ के चले गई या फिर ऑफिस का काम क्या क्या हुआ?
No, thanks for asking. So it's more to do with my side hustle. So me and a couple of my friends, we started a streetwear fashion company, and we are trying to make clothing and clothing accessories for students going to college and young working professionals just started working. And the best way to build a brand and reach out to them is through social media. But me nor my friends, we are good at this, man. So I'm racking my brain for ideas, and the worst part is I need to make sure that it is context specific and it's actually want to be platform specific. And I'm really struggling. I'm high on caffeine and I'm low on sleep, not able to go forward. And we are not able to hire anyone for this because we do not have too much money right now. So there's a huge cost issue as well. So that's what's bugging me, buddy.
That's sad. That's sad, Pratapan. And I would say that for you or for any startup to flourish, establishing a strong connects with user is very important. And for that, social media does play an extremely crucial role. अब अगर तेरा ऑफिस या गर्लफ्रेंड वाला सीन होता so we could have met at social and कुछ पीते पीते solve करते. But I would say it's your lucky day, Pratapan. I think we have the right tool for you that would solve all your problems. So ladies and gentlemen, presenting you SocialSync, one-stop solution for turning your ideas into viral posts. And let's deep dive into it. Pratapan, what say?
Sure. Let's
Yeah.
take a look.
Okay. So
Pratapan, let's take the very first case of yours, okay, wherein you are so busy, exhausted like you are now, and you don't have any idea what to present,
Yeah.
what to think of, what to write about. So for that, we have a solution, okay? On the in the tool, if you see at the right, there is this need inspiration uh, tile, and it would generate idea for you. Okay, can you click
Okay.
on this, Rahul? Very nice. So for now, for this case, you have to just provide two things. One is industry, second is personalization. Industry could be anything, and personalization could be what is your target audience, and what style do
Right.
you want, and is there anything else that you want to
So
provide for
we are
personalization?
in
So
the
what
fashion
shall we write?
industry. So
Okay,
let's go
fashion
with
industry.
fashion. And I'm
Okay,
looking at students and younger. And so I guess let's just focus on target audience as Gen Z.
okay, nice. So is that all?
Yeah, I think I should be good.
So industry as fashion and personalization as Gen Z. Okay. Now, in addition to that, you can also select the platforms that you can post to. Shall I go ahead with all for now? Which
Yeah,
are
let's try that.
Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and X. Okay. So when we just click on the more ideas. So now that on the basis of whatever input that you have, we would be searching trending topics. So we have trending topics on the screen. There are three trending
Okay.
topics related to whatever you have provided, which is trend, bold colors, trend,
Yeah,
eco-conscious
I think the
materials,
third one
trend,
is more in
yeah,
line with what my company does.
which is trend
Gender
gender
fluid
fluid
styles.
styles. Really nice. And I don't know what that means, gender fluid styles, but let's go ahead with it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Can we click on continue to create? Okay. Now, so what it does is in backend is it would take the ideas, take the topic that you have provided, trending topic, create content on the basis of that, and create images personalized to various social media platforms. Meanwhile, it is creating. Let's see what's happening at the backend. So Rahul will be describing that. Over to you, Rahul.
Thank you, Bhavesh. So I'll go to our flow one. So this is our N8N flow where we are accepting an input from the user. So this is the inspiration flow where we are accepting the target audience as well as the brand industry. So we are taking this as an input and running it through SERP APIs and generating ideas based on the input that user has given. And in our case, Pratapan has given. And we're responding it back to our UI where the user can select which idea they want to go forward with. Now, in our second workflow, once the user has given the idea, this is happening at the backend. So the social media captions are being generated for each of the selected platforms that Pratapan has selected. Now, based on the social media platforms he has selected, the captions will be generated and will be shared to each of the image prompt generator. So here we have used different image prompt generators for each different social media handles. And once a prompt is generated, we are sending it to OpenAI to generate an image for that particular prompt. And the image will be generated based on the caption that we are generating. Once all the images are generated, we are merging them into one node and sending it back to our UI. And mostly our preview will be there. Let's see. Over to you,
Okay.
Bhavesh.
Thanks, Rahul. Meanwhile, just could you go back to the backend and could you just zoom in a bit? Not explain, but it
Sure.
was very so the icons were very small. Could you once zoom in?
Yeah.
Okay,
So this is
so
our,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the front end. Really nice, amazing.
Wow.
So Pratapan, whatever idea that we have selected, now this is the preview screen wherein you will see the output. It
Oh,
is not
that's
posted to the
great.
social media yet. Just see the outputs which are for all the four platforms, and just let us know like whether you are satisfied with it and what's your opinion on that.
Oh, this is great, man.
Can we
Amazing.
zoom in like could
Can
anyone
I edit the
remove the
content?
spotlight? Yeah, you can edit the content as well.
Oh, that's
I would
great.
request the admin to just remove the spotlight from us for a minute, and so that everyone can see what kind of captions are being generated.
Nice. This is really good. So in the Facebook, it says, "Hey Gen Z." Can you remove that? I don't want to say something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think otherwise this is really good. I can see that different images for each social media and the captions also different. LinkedIn is
Yeah.
quoting McKinsey. That's amazing.
Hmm.
Okay, so what do I do next? Is it gonna like automatically post or how do I send it? Or do I need to
So,
copy it?
so have you edited everything? Is it okay? Shall we go
Yeah,
ahead?
I think we're good.
Okay. Great. So there's the button at the bottom. publish to all platforms. If we click on it, it will be directly posted to all your platforms and we would be done. So could you, Rahul, press that button, this publish to all platforms? Meanwhile, this is publishing to all the platforms. Rahul, could you just explain the last bit at the
Yes.
back end?
Yeah. So now the user has given his input. He has edited the captions. He has given the approval. So here we are triggering the webhook node, and we are sending it all the data and storing it into a database for NocoDB. We are storing the image captions. We are storing the image URLs, and once that is stored with each of these nodes based on the platforms that we have selected, we are posting it on the social media platforms. So here we have connected the APIs for LinkedIn, for Twitter, for Instagram, and for Facebook. Now, once all of them are posted, it will be merged into one node, and we'll be sending a success message back to our UI so that the user knows that their social media posts have been posted on their platforms. So let's go back.
Okay. Yeah. So we have got a confirmation that the post has been published successfully. Can we see on all the can we check on all the platforms whether those are reflecting?
Oh,
Okay,
that's
this is the
great.
one for Instagram,
Nice.
and different customized captions for all the platforms. Pratapan.
Hey, nice. So the edit also made through. It's wonderful.
Great.
Awesome. Gender fluid fashion is here to stay. Digital labels and rock what you love. I'm liking this, man. I'm loving this.
Thanks, Pratapan.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
this
yeah.
is great, right? So this time you generated the idea for me, but let's say I already have an idea. So is this something that we can use?
Yes, we have solved for this as well. And if you look at the first option for style, ready to create. So this
Okay,
option is directly caters to your need. So if you click on start creating, so Pratapan, a lot of time what would happen is you would read on something, you would go to a lot of meetings, and you already have what to post, a very
exactly.
unstructured or vague idea what needs to be posted.
Yeah. So
So
right now,
this is the
that's what
option
I'm
for you.
spending my
Yeah,
time on, right? So
correct.
the summer vacations are over and students
Hmm.
are going to get back to colleges and they want to refresh their wardrobe. So
Okay,
that's the idea that is in my mind, and I'm trying to generate a post for that.
very valid use case. So let's write post idea is students going back to college,
Yeah.
fashion trends. Okay,
And
and
I
personalization.
can
Yeah.
say probably about my company, right? So we are a streetwear fashion brand. We make it customized and tailored to Indian body types, right? And like I mentioned last time, our target is mostly students like Gen Zs, right? So you can mention that as well.
Okay.
And I don't want to post to all the social media. So our folks are mostly, our target audience are mostly in Insta and Facebook. Maybe let's just try Instagram this time.
Okay. Let's try Instagram. So uh, now, on the basis of the input that you have provided, you would be getting three trending topics, three most,
Okay,
yeah. So which one shall we choose? Sustainable streetwear, Indian spirit, Gen Z fashion, or customized
let's
college
try Indian
styles?
Spirit Gen Z fashion.
Yes, let's select that and create posts. So meanwhile, the post is getting created again. The same thing is happening in backend. The input of Pratapan is taken into consideration along with personalization. On the basis of that, three trending topics are shown to Pratapan, and on the basis of the trending topic that he selected, now the post is getting created. And ladies and gentlemen, the post idea, just to reiterate, post idea was fashion trends for a student going back to college, and personalization details for a streetwear fashion brand customized to Indian body types, and that too for Gen Z. Okay, and this is what we have. Since we selected just Instagram, we have the output in front of you.
Wow,
Okay, Pratapan,
it's
what's
truly
your opinion on
vibrant,
this?
just like this. This is amazing.
Okay, so shall
Okay, can you post this? Yeah.
yeah, great. So it's done.
Folks, quick time check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's amazing. I'm super happy. Like I was spending almost a couple of days after work, and now it's done within 10, 20 minutes. It's amazing. Sorry,
Yes.
in hardly 5 minutes.
Indeed, indeed. And it would solve, I believe, majority of your problems. And see, this is
Definitely.
how it would look like.
I'll take
And
it
it
to my
would definitely
fellow
help you.
co-founders and we'll get back to you on this. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pratap. It means a lot. Meanwhile, Rahul, can we just for a minute just post to various other like posts that we have created?
Sure.
So we are not going into the details, ladies and gentlemen. We are just showing you like the kind of images it would generate. These are vibrant AI generated, and we would keep on refining that. So Pratapan, is that okay? Are you satisfied? Would it
Yep,
work for you?
really good.
Amazing, amazing. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the MVP that we created. Now we have a lot in pipeline. Okay, and for that, I would be inviting Abhishek to just briefly explain what all we have in pipeline for future.
Hi, thanks Bhavesh, and thank you so much. Like this is the MVP you have seen. We took 2 to 3 days for the POC and almost a week for this entire MVP to create. And I will tell you, like our approach has been mostly outcome driven, and the similar approach we have taken to create our roadmap for the timelines and the features that we'll be bringing in. First is the momentum that we would want the creators to, come up with the momentum and like start creating, maximize their content, and the features would focus on like user profile and social configuration, post schedule and real time analytics, admin portal and enhancements. Once that momentum is generated, once they are on that, once they have achieved that velocity, the next step would be to increase the engagement. And for the engagement, we will be implementing features like smart reply suggestions, influencer discovery to for possible collaborations, and not to forget the reels that we will be using to increase engagement on your social media handles for increasing brand awareness for your brands. And then once this is done, once you have enough data, enough analytics to go ahead with, and enough engagement on social media handles, next thing would be to streamline everything to bring out that brand voice that is homogeneous throughout your entire life cycle. That is your brand brain. We will be using a RAG powered brand voice where every social media post and captions and everything that you post on your social media handles, that is used to generate a very streamlined brand voice. And that is in combination with the native trend scrapers forth along with social media handles. This will be used. And once this is done, the last step would be to accelerate your revenue pipelines. So now everybody's reaching on your page, everybody's interacting with your post. Next step is to, if they DM you, there are possibly DMs, you can track those DMs, tag those leads, and come up with the possible collaboration opportunities. And this is where we'll be strengthening our revenue pipelines. So I would like to conclude by saying this. These are the three major impacts that we are targeting at: enhanced user experience, data-driven decisions, and scalable platform. You have seen like we see similar problems as we have seen with Pratapan, be it as a social media influencer or if you are a entrepreneur who is trying to build on your brand. So we will say you provide all your worries to us. Let us handle those. And I will conclude by saying this, that stop worrying and start posting. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
So
Thank you.
great,
Thank you.
great job, folks. I think it will help a lot of businesses, with the solution that you have here. We will not spend time on cross questions since you have gone way over time for the presentation. Parag and George would love to hear your feedback, but folks, please no cross answering because we are over time.
I'll keep
Yes.
it short because of that too. I would also say just to start, very good salesmanship and very good showmanship. I would also conversely would have wanted to spend more time on the business. How does this monetarily help a small business actually make a difference, and how do you actually extract value enough to grow and to get to repeatability? The other side that I think is very important and that anybody would want to know as well is differentiation. Like, why is this that much different or that much better than using ChatGPT and Sora for the images? Even like, what is the time difference that I'm saving, or what is the improvement on quality? Why you know? Those are the two things that I find important, and those will be things for you to think about for the next one.
Thank you. Thanks, George.
Yeah, I also loved the presentation. Very nice storytelling, Bhavesh and folks. So, a couple of things which I would have wanted. First is that, like, what are the inputs, as in do you how what is the backend, like how it is able to confidently say that this post will be viral, right? So do you use all the previous posts by that person and see that how which of them went viral and why it is going viral in their demographic or things like those? So those kind of things. And second is something on responsible AI, because whenever you are dealing with social media, responsible AI becomes hugely important. That are you able to generate content that is trustworthy, that is, let's say, grounded, it is not spreading any kind of rumors, misinformation, and all those stuff. But yeah, overall, the core crux of the problem was amazing, and the posts which at least you showed on the screen, they looked too good. Yeah, would love to try it out if possible. Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you
Sure.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Parag.
folks.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Great work, team. All right. Audience, it's been an hour almost. We have 4 more teams. Actually, we would want to stick to the 1 p.m. time. So accordingly, all the teams here, please stick to the timelines that have been given to you. We cannot go way beyond, what's expected, right? All right, quickly moving on to the next team. So the next team that we have is Vyapar AI. We have Himang, Sukrit, Chirag, Ruchita, and Anushka. I'll quickly hand over to them itself so that they can share a bit about their product. Folks, if you're ready, please take over the screen and you can start presenting. Audience, you have to stay on for 1 more hour. There are too many good products that we have, and we'd hate for you to, drop off in the middle. There has been a lot of effort that has gone into here, right? So please stay on till the end. We have a lot of more exciting things coming up. Yes, we can see your screen, Himang.
Can you put us on spotlight?
Yeah, I'll be doing that. You can carry on till then.
Okay. So, hey Bunty, I was looking for that analysis report यार. काफी टाइम हो गया, आप दे नहीं पाए हो अभी तक. बहुत टाइम लग रहा है क्या?
यार बॉस, मैंने ट्राई तो किया बट इतना सारा डेटा है कि कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है।
आप चैट जीपीटी वाला नहीं करते हो क्या चिराग? बंटी.
अरे किया बॉस, बट चैट जीपीटी को इतना डेटा दिया ना तो वो तो फट ही गया, फालतू की बातें करने लग गया।
अरे अरे आजकल कुछ एजेंट वेजेंट भी आया है, एक बार वो ट्राई करो फिर.
सुना तो मैंने भी है कि कुछ एजेंट चल रहा है मार्केट में, देखते हैं।
Hey, तुम लोग के लिए solution है ना व्यापार AI. So this integrates most of the major platforms to provide real-time status and summary for any business. So Himang, why don't you tell them about Vyapar AI? Himang, are you on mute?
Yep, sorry. I'm audible now?
Yes,
Yeah.
Hemant, we lost you. We were waiting for you to hear from you.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. So let me start with this. 63 million. Yeah, that is the number of MSMEs in India. And 30% of the GDP in India is coming from them. 89% are facing the same challenge with the brand Earthness Botanicals are facing. And we are here to solve that. So let me begin with Vyapar AI. You can go to the website called vyaparai.in, and we are your business co-pilot on WhatsApp. With 15 million users on WhatsApp, we are targeting the D2C brands in tier 1 and tier 2 cities. And so we have built a lot of features. Our team has built a lot of features, but I'm going to focus on 3 aspects. One is the 24/7 business intelligence partner. Second is the AI-powered WhatsApp insights. And third is the powerful dashboards which we have created. So let me not waste more time and just start showing you the product. Let me sign up. So you can just sign up using WhatsApp. I just, for the sake of time, I don't want to take that time. I'll just log in for a while just to show the process. So you'll receive an OTP on your WhatsApp, which you can use and log in. So here's the dashboard for Vyapar AI, where you can connect different data sources like Google Search Console, Google Ads, Shopify, Google Analytics, and the entire data of the business is available on our dashboard, which is pretty intuitive and targeted to only the specific audience which we are focusing, because we don't want to clutter them again with the same set of KPIs which they are not even aware. And the second most important challenge which the users face is the language barrier, and that is we are actually solving with a mix of English and Hinglish, which is Hindi and English, kind of language, which we are will be sharing the notifications and other details with them. So coming back to the first feature, which is the AI powered business summary generation. So this is the data. I'm not going to connect it. I mean, I've already uploaded the data for this Earthnest Botanicals, which I have received from them. They can connect their Shopify store directly, which will basically sync their products and their inventory directly to our dashboard. So this is the data which they are getting. Let me just check how their performance is. I'll quickly generate a summary for them. Okay, great. So this is the summary, which is like 3 lakh INR, which is an 120 orders approximately, and their one product is out of stock. Okay, which they have to actually replenish. So let me just send it to the founder and notify them. I'll send a WhatsApp from here. Perfect. So the founder might have received this notification with the entire business overview summary. There's a cool feature which is also there in the product, which basically they can configure the notifications based on the time. If they want, to set a specific timeline, they can actually do that. Second thing is they can also send a customized mail, this business summary mail, which can again be scheduled, and they'll receive it in their mail which they have registered with. So let me just refresh. So it will take a couple of seconds. Let's wait. Yeah, moving ahead, by the time it comes, this is how the summary looks like. It's a complete detailed summary, all the important points. And most important thing is the entire data is coming from the different sources, basically refined and simplified for the end user. The third aspect is conversion of this language into English, which our audience, our users are actually very comfortable with, because they are like, mostly they are comfortable with Hindi, and then English is something they use on a day-to-day communication language. And rest of the data, which is pretty, we have selected specific KPIs for each of the dashboard and then showing it here. Their order statuses and the total revenue, which are relevant for them. Now moving ahead, I'll also show the payment part. We have already integrated our payment gateways, and the model is the pricing strategy is very simple for them. We are providing it on a subscription basis with a certain number of credits, and they can recharge their credits using the Razorpay payment gateway, which we have integrated, which is they are pretty confident and comfortable in using in India. So let me just make a quick purchase here. So I'm just topping up my credits because I want to use Vyapar AI. Okay, I just paid $250, which is less than $3. And let me go back. Okay, my credits have been upgraded. Cool. I'll be using this to further use Vyapar AI. Now, moving ahead, we have also a Vyapar AI assistant, which I said that we have 24/7 Vyapar AI assistant, which is available on WhatsApp as well as on our in our application. And we are also going to launch our voice automated assistant, where they can actually converse into a natural language and talk to them. So next, let me just move back. Go to the back end of it and how we have designed and worked on it. So this entire product is actually run by 13 agents working in background with 3 categories, with main agent, BI agents, and sub agents. If I just want you to visualize this, let me just show this particular. Yeah, this one. So this is how our architecture looks like, and we have multiple separate. So we have separate agents for different inputs, right? So this is the first layer, which is the Vyapar AI assistant. It's been communicating with two main agents, which is BI summary agent and BI metric calculation agents. Both have separate tasks and specific roles they are providing. And then we have individual platform specific agents, which we have trained specifically to pick those KPIs, come up with the proper analysis, and show it to the user. So these are the different structures for all of them. I'll take, my team will discuss the prompts in detail in the question answer part, but let me quickly show the next part, which is, for integration, I just want to give you a quick demo that currently we are also supporting direct integrations with different platforms. They just have to connect their store. Just to show an example, I'm connecting Earthnest Botanicals. By the way, Earthnest Botanicals is basically based on Shopify. They have products already live, and they are constantly getting data from different sources. So once this app is connected with them, this is the real-time data and feed which we are getting from them, and the team can actually sync it and get the notifications of orders, details, and everything from on their WhatsApp. So let's move on to the N10 once again. Yeah. In terms of the prompting, I would like Sukrit to just cover up few parts, and then we'll move on to the questions. Sukrit, would you like to take it up?
Yeah, sure. So, can you show the sub agent for a second? One of the sub agent before the prompt.
BI agents or sub agents you asked?
Any of the sub agent. Shopify is also fine.
All right, perfect. Yep, it's the Shopify one.
No, the architecture, sorry.
All right, okay, no problem.
The N10 flow.
Yep.
Yeah, so the real magic for us happens basically here, because what we're doing is that we are not supplying the entire Excel to kind of process. We have put in various SQL generators powered by AI, which kind of uh, help us to focus on the data which the other person, with the requester is asking or the owner is asking, and to actually work on the two prompts which are there. One is for the SQL generator, another one is for the Shopify. So SQL generator has a very Himang, you can probably open the prompts. So we have decided a particular format that they basically speak in JSON to each other. So all the sub agents and the BI agents prefer the JSON to JSON communication, and it's only the BI agent which is doing the natural processing. And the prompts are basically designed that they follow the strict protocol in terms of following those communication protocols. And in the prompts, we have kind of linked them to knowledge bases as well, so that they're able to train on a particular KPIs as well. And at the real time, they're able to execute the queries in the database and get the output, and then give you the insights that they're supposed to.
Cool.
So Hemant
Thanks.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just to add here, the entire application is very robust. It's very we are maintaining the user security, the data security and data isolation. Every single user which is uploading and connecting their data sources is properly isolated based on their user ID, and we are also following the responsible AI the policy which the team member will actually discuss in question answer. But this is how we are actually maintaining the entire database, and the entire, I'll just skip that part to show the database, but this is basically we are securing the data for our users. Now lastly, I'll just touch upon the teams. Yeah, just a second. Yeah. So just before we take the questions, I'll just want to introduce my amazing team, and we have put these 14 days I mean, we have put a lot of work into it. And while we were building, we were pretty clear about the target audience we are approaching, the features we are approaching, and how we are going to solve for that. We are also coming up with a lot of interesting features, but that is in our pipeline. We are actually properly vetting them and prioritizing which should come up on our version V2. Currently, it's a live version, and we would love you to try this product and go through the entire list of features which we are having. And I'll open the floor for the questions now, so to be aware of the timelines as well.
Awesome. All right, folks, amazing job at the kind of depth that you've gone into in building this product. I will hand it over to Parag and George for suggestions and question answers.
George, you want to go first?
Sure. This problem space I am a little bit less aware of, or the problems that a direct to consumer company will have. But I would have also liked to see a little bit more on how much time it saves those individuals, how much money can be saved by using something like this. How much would it cost to add this on top of QuickBooks existing infrastructure? But I think the problem exists, and it's a good execution. I would like to see it as a more, as a business, but I think it's a very good and full feature prototype.
Thanks, Josh. Thank you.
Yeah, I think George covered what I also wanted to say, that this is a very big problem. There are so many different pieces, so many distinct texts which exist today, but there is nothing to connect everything in an intuitive manner. So great job on that. So just one very small question I had: how do you what's your vision or implementation for synchronizing all these, like Google Ads and Shopify, all these data, because everything has a very different interval or period of refreshness?
That's true. Thanks, and great question, Parag. I think that was something a major challenge for us when we started off with, because we wanted to make sure that the schema which we are building for our database should be relevant and should be there with the actual data, data sources, right? So we actually have picked the data from these sources, downloaded them, added into our schema, and then we worked up. Firstly, we executed the CSV part, the file upload part, and then we actually integrated them with the actual data sources, so that the entire data mapping is properly done. And in terms of the integration aspect, definitely we are starting with these 5 platforms for a specific use case and users. And then we are going to eventually move into the, as Josh mentioned, that also going to integrate with other platforms like QuickBooks and see how the output is coming. So the team has also very extensively worked on the output which we are receiving in our in our channels. So just to give a quick understanding, the output, let's say if I'll ask the total.
But I understood the gist of it. Yeah.
I think, Himang, you can show the all 5 agents, sub agents that are working together.
Yeah.
Folks,
Google
now
Analytics.
in the interest of time, we might have to move forward. But I think overall super work for all the 3 teams so far. Yeah, folks, sorry for interruption. My name is Akhil and I'm from Product Space. Now we're taking you through as in how these teams were able to build all of these end-to-end products. If you look into the Vyapar AI one, I think it was almost 13 agents, right? And all of them were doing different functionalities and working super seamlessly. As in, once you've seen the application, authentication, continuous notification, making sense of all those cluttered data. And if you look at the MSMEs of at least India, I think many of those folks would not have an idea about as in how to interpret that data and how to drive insights from it, so that they can take it forward, right?
All right, folks, I hope you're excited for the next 3 teams that are coming up. So we'll start with the ecom product describer that we have. We have Gulshan, Karthik, Ankita, Akash, Pawan, and Tushar. Folks, over to you. You can start presenting your screen, and I hope you keep cognizance of the time as well. All the questions related to the cohort can be, we'll answer them on the chat, and we'll also stay back towards the end to answer these questions. But there are only 3 seats that are there for enrollment for this course. Team, are you here? Gulshan, Karthik, Ankita, Akash?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you can go ahead and share your screen.
Sure. Let me know when my screen is visible.
Yes.
Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes. Awesome.
Okay, great.
You can go ahead, Ankita.
So
I give it to Pawan to start with.
Yes, yes. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to show our product which we have built for this cohort. We have built a commerce Copilot. It's an AI assistant to manage and grow your Shopify store. The e-commerce opportunity for this type of tools for small to mid-sized sellers is almost 100 billion plus. Running a growing D2C brand on Shopify isn't just about great products. It's about juggling a dozen of tools, launching campaigns, and optimizing your store to stay ahead. For most sellers, this means lost time, missed opportunities, and scattered workflows. Let me introduce 2 of our personas. We have solo entrepreneurs and medium or small team entrepreneurs as well. While most of our chatbots focus helping our customers, Commerce Copilot focuses on you. It lives right inside your Shopify dashboards, ready to answer operational queries, launching marketing campaigns, post on social media, and improve your SEO just by chatting. We have the product capabilities right now. Chatbot is live. The dashboard is kind of static. It is integrated with Superbase, but we are not updating it right now because of the latency issues. We have some screenshots attached. What it does currently, it creates, update, or delete products. It posts on Twitter, Instagram, as well as update the products. Now we can go in the demo. We'll see live in action.
Yeah.
Good
Thanks.
afternoon, folks. Good
Sure.
afternoon, folks. This is the story of Ankita, a small business owner, the heart behind skincare rituals. She pours her soul into her products, but the daily grind of managing a Shopify store is a constant battle. Manually updating product descriptions, tracking orders, deciphering ad spends, she just wanted to run her team like a 10. Then one sunny morning, Ankita decided enough is enough. She activated her Commerce Copilot. Think of it as an extension to her business brain, an intuitive helper designed to empower her to finally run her team like a 10. One of the pain points which Ankita faced was creating new products. So Ankita over here will be prompting the Copilot to create a new product, aloe vera gel, with the title and description.
I'll quickly show you my Shopify store also. Can you see my Shopify store?
Not yet. Yeah.
So as you can see, I just created this product, aloe vera gel.
So just like that, the product was effortlessly created. Ankita's product creation became seamless. This immediate impact truly helped her team run like a 10. Now, managing inventory often meant removing discontinued or old products. Manually deleting them could be a tedious task and could be prone to errors as well. Later, she decided to streamline her offerings and remove an older item. So Ankita will be prompting the Commerce Copilot to delete aloe vera gel.
Okay, maybe there was an issue with the spelling. Let's just verify it's deleted. Okay. So let me, I think it's deleted. Maybe the maybe it didn't give the message. So I'll quickly show you the Shopify store. As you can see, the aloe vera gel product that we just created is deleted, but maybe the message wasn't visible enough.
No worries, Ankita. This helps you maintain lean, relevant product catalog without wasting time, efficiently helping her team run like a 10. Even after the launch, products needed an update to description and titles. So Ankita will be prompting the Copilot to update SPF 30 sunscreen to Ultra Matte SPF 30 sunscreen.
Okay, so I'll quickly switch to Shopify. Is it visible?
Yes.
So we had this product, SPF 30 sunscreen. Maybe there is some lag. Oh, okay, but it's working. Let me go there. I think there are some latency issues that we are facing. Maybe we can try something else, right?
Sure, Ankita.
Try again. I think because of latency issues, it's already updated, but okay, let me try once again. Let me try another prompt. From my Shopify store, let me change the title of facial gel.
I think, Ankita, one good thing probably we can look into the reward prompt is it is also telling you why this is not working. Like probably there was a miss in product ID, and so whenever the users probably they are trying and building something and using this product, they can also see what are the errors as well. So yeah, that's a quick good fallback.
Let me try giving it a product ID also. I think that would help. Let's try now. Has been updated. Okay, let's check it now. So if you will see, I had a product, facial gel over here, and it's changed to ultra facial gel because now we gave the product ID. Yeah, so this has this built-in intelligence that it will give you if you have any missing parameters, and if you need any other details, because you just don't want to update anything and everything. So it just, I think, prompts back to give you the essential details.
Wonderful, Ankita. Now, Ankita can also prompt the Copilot to get a list of all the products with product type serum along with their inventory details as well. Ankita, could you please do that?
Sure. So these are the products on our store which are of the product type serum. Now, as a Shopify owner, if I want, I can also go ahead and confirm more details. Let me ask, what is the inventory of it? Because as a seller, I want to know what is the inventory of my product. Is it out of stock? Is it enough? So for this product, as you can see, all of my products are available right now, and these are not out of stock. So we have set a threshold that if it goes beyond 50, lesser than 50, then it will give us low stock alert, and if it's not available, then it will give us out of stock.
Which means no guesswork or manual counting. Ankita had instant access to critical product information, helping her team run like a 10. Now, tracking down specific customer orders like email address update was also a constant interruption and often involved tedious searching. Next up, a customer, Pavan Sharma, needed an email update on his last order. So Ankita will be prompting the Copilot to give her the orders of Pavan Sharma and then update the email address.
Today's order, there are no orders from Pavan Sharma. So let's ask, give me all orders from customer Pavan Sharma. Okay, so these are all the orders from Pavan Sharma. Looks like he orders a lot from our website. Now let me, so Pavan called me and he wanted to update the email address on his order because he used a old email ID. So now I want this Copilot to change his email address from whatever we had earlier to now pawan.rock2008@gmail.com. And it has changed the email ID for Pawan. So I can also add any note, while updating the order. I can, like if it's a gift, so we can add a note, prompt the Copilot. We can also change the address of the address on the order, if the customer has selected wrong address. So all these capabilities are available in the Copilot.
So no more missed details or frustrated customers. This precision in order management is how you run your team like a 10. Also, manually sifting through orders and find unfulfilled ones is a time-consuming process, delaying shipments and impacting customer satisfaction. Ankita, could you prompt the Copilot to get a list of all the unfulfilled orders?
Okay, so as you can see, I have quite a lot of unfulfilled orders. I can also take you to my Shopify store quickly, and you can see that I have a lot of unfulfilled orders on my store. So, and I'll quickly show you how we can use Commerce Copilot to fulfill these orders if on just a message. I'll quickly take you to the Shopify store. As you can see, all my unfulfilled orders have now changed to fulfilled. Those who are not, which are not, they are actually cancelled orders. So that's we are not fulfilling them, but all the unfulfilled, uncancelled orders are fulfilled now.
That's amazing, Ankita. Now the biggest question always loomed: how is my store really performing? Piecing together revenue orders and ad spend from various platforms was also time-consuming, often leaving her with incomplete picture. Ankita will be prompting the Copilot on the store's performance.
So this will give me all the metrics that I'm tracking from my Shopify store as well as my Facebook ads account. So as you can see, because we have not run any ads for now, it's giving me that there is no ad spend. There are no FB purchases for now, but it's given me the details on my revenue, my orders, and it can also give us the metrics related to my ad spend, what is the LTV of any customer, what is the return on any ad spend, and many more. But once we connect it with the it is connected to the Facebook ads, but it can once we run an ad, it can give us all those details also.
So Ankita had a clear view of the business performance in one glance, pulling data from both Shopify and Facebook. This level of insight truly helped her team run like a 10. Now, planning and executing marketing campaigns, from drafting engaging emails to crafting social media posts, was another significant hurdle. Now, Ankita will be prompting the Copilot to announce the launch of new vitamin C hand cream with an Instagram post and drafting an email marketing campaign to her email ID.
So it's posting on Instagram. I'll quickly take you to our Instagram page as well. So let's go to our Instagram. And as you can see, it just posted 12 seconds ago, along with the caption, as well as the image
Could you
that
please share your Insta screen?
Sorry. Okay, now you can see.
Just a minute. Yeah.
I think, okay. So as you can see, a few seconds back, it announced our hand cream launch on Instagram with the caption, with the the image of the product also. And similarly, we have generated multiple product launches on Instagram with the help of this Copilot.
That's wonderful. So this way, Ankita could launch campaigns with speed and confidence, knowing her message was consistent and effective without spending hours on content creation. That's how Ankita could truly run her team like a 10. Ankita also knew SEO was crucial, but it often felt like a foreign language. knowing what tags to use, how to optimize descriptions for search engines, and staying competitive was a guessing game that felt beyond her expertise. So Ankita will be prompting the Copilot to run an SEO audit with recommendations for her brand skincare as rituals.
Folks, last 1 minute, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, this takes a bit of a time because SEO audit is an exhaustive process. So while this runs, I'll quickly show you, our workflow quickly. So folks, this is our workflow that we have used. So there are multiple agents that we have used. So this is the agent that is the, complete brain of our commerce copilot. And this is another agent, Instagram caption generator, which is generating the captions, creative captions that I just showed you on Instagram. And then we also have a RAG interface that is picking up the images that I just showed you on Instagram. Then we have multiple flows. There are auto fulfillment flows, the orders that got fulfilled. There is an SEO workflow. Then there are different social media nodes that we have connected to send an email, to post a tweet on Twitter. So there are different workflows working in tandem to make this chatbot run seamlessly and do multiple actions that it is doing currently.
Also highlight, Ankita, that it is multi-channel option. We also have connected it with Telegram.
Yeah, so as you can see, this webhook is powering the UI that we have built, but we also have integrated it with Telegram. So if I were to stop sharing it quickly, just show you my Telegram also. And let me know if you can see that. So I was chatting with my e-commerce copilot. Can you see that?
Yes.
So this is the same copilot that is giving me all the updates that I'm asking on Telegram also. And similarly, we can integrate with Slack, and even better, we can also schedule it that as a seller, as a business owner, I want all these metrics, all these details, in my inbox or on my Slack at 9 a.m. in the morning, at 10 a.m. in the morning. That capability is in our roadmap. So yeah, so as you can see, the SEO flow has run, and it's giving me all the details that, on my website, if any description is missing, any different tags are missing, if I've used any generic title tag, because of course it's a dummy store that we have connected, and if I can, change the theme of the color, and if I can, clean up some schema. So all this information it has given me, in a few seconds or at max a minute. So Pawan, would you like to take the roadmap part quickly?
Sure. So can you go to the presentation?
I'll share the, okay, sorry. I'll share this.
So in terms of building further on this, our MVP, we have planned to further agentize or modularize this option to create the onboarding or categorize or catering the other Shopify owner accounts. Currently, it is catered kind of work for one Shopify owner, and then that will make it dashboard data to be alive. Then further enhance the capabilities of social media postings and track the dashboard data of each spendings on social media accounts as they are business accounts. And then last would be the image to listing generation, track the product details from the OCR readings and make the marketing copies of the from the one image of the product and list the product from just an input as an image. So that's it. Any questions?
Thank you, team.
Yes,
Very good presentation too. Sorry, Parag. I was just gonna jump in, and also, by the way, I'm gonna drop after this. It's past midnight here in the Bay. But very good work. I wanted just to add that similarly, and this is some feedback that I want also everybody to maybe take to list, which is that features are not in the end the important thing. It is in the end that value that the user is receiving. So, for example, if you're talking about like the roadmap that you have for integrations, it may just be easier to talk about it will meet you where you are You don't have to start describing channels, no, because nobody necessarily like needs to then identify which one you're not gonna have. The important thing is the sensation in the end that you want to transmit. Other than that, the only other thing that I think is particular to this product that would be very good to look at for the future is the user experience of being empowered by a copilot like this. You want to also make them feel like the hero rather than the copilot itself being the hero for them. That means sometimes asking follow-up questions so as to ensure that the intent of the user is well done. And that also will help with some of those little bugs that you have where it doesn't know if it updates one object or another, because you can confirm those with the user as well.
Yeah.
So bringing the user along in this type of copilot situation is pretty good.
Yeah, I'll just cover quickly. Don't have much comments. Just that it is like from execution point of view, I really loved. It contains everything like SEO audits, marketing updates, smart querying, analytics, and whatnot. Right, social posting. Everything is sort of covered. This is what I think a modern commerce copilot should look like, and loved the way you chose the name like virtual COO. It really solves that purpose. Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks, but that was the idea. We wanted to make a one-stop AI agent for a non-techie seller, and he can access it. He or she can access it wherever they are, just by chatting.
Yeah, awesome. Great work, team. Thank you so much for presenting. We'll move on to the next team. George, I will leave it up to you if you can stay a little longer, but we will not force you. We know it's late. So, but thank you so much for spending time and sharing your feedback with the teams. It means a lot. All right. Thank you, George. See you soon, very soon. Again, maybe in the next sessions. It's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you. All right. Next up, folks, we have the property listing enhancer agent. It will be presented by Anish, Ravi, Jobna, Vivek, Pranav, and Ronak. Yeah, we can see your screen. You can go ahead.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I truly appreciate you taking time out on your Sunday to join us for this demo. To begin with, let me paint you a picture. You're trying to buy a property. What is the very first thing that you would ask for? A brochure, right? It is your way of understanding your dream home, a detailed collection of floor plans, 3D layouts, and visuals of what could be your future home. Now, trust me, you're not alone. 54% of the buyers won't even consider a listing without a visual demo. Now, that's just not a preference. It's a powerful push for the real estate agent or builders to fast track their visual experience for their customers. But behind these visuals is a significant challenge: countless hours of manual work, expensive tools, and lengthy production process. This has been a crucial problem for the real estate agents and builders, making it harder for them to showcase their properties quickly and effectively while adding constant pressure to drive sales and speed up decisions. So, how can we leverage AI to resolve this pain point? How can we reduce time and cost it takes to transform from floor plans into 3D visuals and brochures? Introducing Viva, the real estate virtual assistant. With Reva, builders can simply upload their floor plans, and in just minutes, they receive detailed 3D layouts. And that's not all. Reva can also generate a clean, ready to share brochure with an option of booking a demo. The result? Hours of hundreds of hours saved, significantly reduced cost, and a streamlined process that lets the builders and agents focus on what matters the most: closing deals. So let's dive into how we made this possible. Over to you, Vivek.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So let me take you through the product. So this is the homepage of Reva. So as you can see, this product gives out three different outputs, which is a 3D visualization of the floor plan, room imagery of each room in the floor plan, and marketing material such as property description and property highlights. So let me get started. Let me log in here. So once a builder logs in through Reva, this is the projects page which they can see, where they can see all the projects that they've done on the platform. Let me start a new project. So they can enter the property details over here. The address and PIN code of the property, and then property type. I am choosing it as apartment. Let's take a 3-bedroom apartment, and this is the builder contact information, and then they can upload the floor plan here. So I'm selecting this floor plan, and once they click on submit, the data from the front end flows through the back end, and the status here is shown as in progress. Let me show you what happens in the back end in the meantime. So from the front end, the webhook receives the data here, and then it is sent to the image analyze node, where the image, which is the floor plan, which was uploaded, is analyzed, and we get all the information from the floor plan, which includes the position of different rooms with respect to each other, and within each room, where are the windows and doors, and if there are any furniture as a part of the floor plan, where are those things placed? All those information is extracted. And then this divides into 3 different branches. The first branch is the yellow colored section that you see here, which is creating the marketing copy based on the floor plan analysis as well as the input that is given by the user. And then the second section that you see here is where the output of the floor plan analysis as well as the floor plan image is taken, and an isometric image is generated. And then this isometric image is fed into a 3D model generator, and then the 3D model is being generated here in the red section. And then again, in this blue section, if you see, for each room in the floor plan, we are generating interior images separate interior image for each room in the floor plan. And then all these outputs are combined, and then they are updated in the database through the last node here. So once the database is updated, it usually takes around 30 minutes to generate all these 3 different outputs. Since 3D model generation and image generation takes some time, and also we are generating multiple images for each room that's there in the floor plan. So it takes around 30 minutes for us. So once the output is ready, the status changes from in progress to completed. In the interest of time, let me show you an output that we already have. And this is the floor plan which we have uploaded to get this output that I'm going to show you now. So we have the 3D model here. This is the floor plan in a 3D model. Let me scroll down a little bit. Yeah, you can see all the different rooms here, and you can see the sofa, the dining table, the bed, and all that. And then scrolling down a little bit. So here you can see the isometric view of the floor plan. And below that, you can see the different images of the floor plan, images of different rooms in the floor plan. And if we come even further down, we can see the property details, the key features, the location benefits, and what are the nearby amenities based on the location that's given by the user. And yeah. So a builder can send this page or integrate this page as a part of their website. And once a prospective buyer sees all this, and if they are interested in the property, they can click on this contact us button and get in touch with the buyer. So yeah, that's the demo of the product. Ronak, can you take it from here?
Thanks, Vivek. Great demo. All right, let's take a step back. Just to summarize, the user just had to upload a floor plan. Everything else from it will analyze the image with our vision model. It will create a 3D isometric view, process that into a 3D engine, generate the 3D. It will generate the marketing copy of the area. It'll pull all this information from Google Maps and stuff. And it'll allow potential buyers at the end of the day with all this context to directly book an appointment on the platform itself. Builders do all sorts of ridiculous things for their marketing right now. Like realistic, I'm sure you've seen some flashy events. You must have gotten so many random calls saying, "Hey, we have this venture, we have this plot. Are you interested to buy this property?" They do like too many gimmicky things. Their marketing stack is very messy and not data driven. It's a very traditional industry. And we think we can change that. Ours is a B2B strategy. We literally position ourselves to be the first step for builders to visualize, market, and start selling properties even when nothing is constructed, only when their floor plan is ready. All right. So for success, the way we evaluate success, we have a bunch of things which we track, such as the time saved, quality of the visuals, consistency of brand, things like that. But end of the day, it boils down to conversion, which means the number of appointments booked through the platform. Right. And of course, we have accounted for the different issues and edge cases that can occur, like low quality uploads or incomplete floor plans. And we've accounted for all these different things. And we are going to handhold our customers to onboard and use our platform. This would mitigate a whole bunch. This is B2B, right? And real estate is a traditional industry. So we would be handholding them, getting them onto the platform. So, okay, so you generate some images, you put some marketing material, generate a brochure. What's really the potential of all this? I'll tell you what the potential is. Builders can now run advertising campaigns directly to the landing page. So the moment they run an ad on Facebook, Insta, wherever, it'll go directly to this landing page where we bring all this data to their advertising. So something like this ad was shown to 10,000 people, 5,000 clicked the ad, 2,000 actually had a conversation with the chatbot, read through this, 1,000 booked an appointment. With our chatbot here, all these cold calls, sales guys would be replaced by conversational bot where the buyer can ask questions like, "Hey, I'm a family guy. I have 2 kids. Are there good schools around?" It'll tell you about all the schools around. What about I have elderly parents? Are there good hospitals? How's the healthcare in this neighborhood? Things like that. And your chatbot will answer. And all these are queries literally to the property agent or the builder, right? It's all these people asking their own concerns. These are all different personas of potential buyers. Different people have different requirements, and AI can start putting all of that. And because we have all this data now, we can do AI lead scoring, which can tell potential buyers which buyer, which can basically tell them which buyers should be prioritized. This looks like a hot lead. This is probably not a hot lead because they've not spent too much time. This person asked so many questions about the property. This person is very interested. Let's call them now. So timing is everything. With AI lead scoring, we'll give all this intelligence to such a traditional industry. And with this, the total addressable market will suddenly become much bigger with these features, right? It's no longer just a visualizer, it's a whole marketing tool. Builders will wake up and the first thing they do is check their Riva dashboard, see how many demos happened, see how the funnel is performing. And even user behavior will start changing. Everyone will be like, don't call me, just send me a Riva demo first. Let me see the demo, let me see if I'm interested, right? Which will remove all this irritating marketing that you might be experiencing. Let's take a second in market, spend a second in monetization. We've broken the pricing into 3 segments: for solo builders, for regional builders, slightly larger builders, and national level builders. The minimum time for a property to sell all units under construction is up to 3 years. So we've taken a basic benchmark of even if they hire one telecaller, right, at an absolute basic of 10,000 rupees, that's 1.2 lakh they spend on a telecaller. That's the basic unit we have taken, and we have priced it at that absolute basic. Even with that and multiplied by a 3-year runway, our forecasts look very, very healthy. All right, that was the presentation. Thank you so much, for everything. Thank you so much, everyone. I would especially here want to thank Sushmit, who helped navigate so many issues, right from all these hallucinations. We would have swimming pools created out of the floor plans in the middle of the house. We would have webhook issues, integration issues, 3D model generation, and then even after all that, breaking it down into individual rooms, getting all that marketing copy, pulling it back into the browser. There's a whole bunch of complexity behind the scenes, and I don't think we could have solved everything if we didn't have help from Sushmit. All right, thank you so much, everyone. We are open to questions now. That was Team Riva.
Awesome. Thank you, folks. Parag, over to you. How did you find this agent?
Yes, this is yeah, very interesting problem statement. First of all, I'm curious like whether any of you is a builder or into real estate. Yeah, like very interesting problem statement, and I know for a fact that like this segment has the most money, and they spend a lot in all these avenues which you mentioned, right? And so here I see there are two major problems which are being solved. One is the real estate Copilot, and second is the making of the brochure and the 3D model, and like basically visualizing the content in a better way. So yeah, both are super amazing. And just I think someone also asked in chat, what did you use for 3D rendering? Like some existing tool such as Blender Kit or something, or was it directly the generative AI
We
model?
use this platform called Meshi, which has this capability of converting image into 3D. So we've used that to integrate with the 3D generation.
But
And
also,
But I
Meshi
must
only
say,
takes in isometric, so we had to create isometric first through a different model, then pass it on with that context and negative prompting and all that.
yeah,
understood it.
None of us is a builder, but all of us have faced all the issues, and that's what we have looked at it from the perspective and used our experience in home buying.
and also I must say we have made a bunch of calls to like real estate agents and builders and probably civil engineers, architects to understand what exactly is the pain point and are we actually solving a relevant issue. Now, answering your question, so yes, we did have a lot of hallucinations, and it's just not a measure that we tried out. We have tried out a bunch of tools. I must say that every day we try out a couple of tools and then we fail, and then Shushmit would come again, our mentor would come again and give us another list of bunch of tools that we are trying out again. So we started with like with the description text to image, but that however failed because we're not that text to image is not great, right? So then we started with stable distribution. We started, we also did a little bit experimentation on the control net and then feeding it to ChatGPT 4. But then we realized that control net is quite expensive and ChatGPT 4, we don't have API. So we switched again. So we tried relevance API. So I must say it has put a lot of effort in finding just a tool, finding to get the presentation up. I mean, we are not quite bothered about the presentation, but just to get the tool up and running, that was quite a challenge, I must say. I mean, it might look easy, seeing all the 3D rendering and the 360-degree view,
No, no.
but trust me, it didn't come cheap or it didn't come easy. It was
Yeah.
very, very difficult.
This 2D to 3D is considered one of the like toughest problem, and there are very limited tool available for free for it. That's why I was also surprised that how we're able to pull it off. So yeah, great job.
And so many
Thank you.
times we have actually disappointed and gave it up. Just to be like brutally honest, we had given up a lot of times. So just like how Ronak addressed, if not for Shushmit, probably it was very difficult us to like to get the motivation as such to push forward.
Thanks. Great. Shout out to Sushmit again for helping out the team. All right. Thanks, team. Great presentation. Thanks, Parag, as well. So, folks, I think we are at time. So, we would close this session at this point. We've had 5 teams that have presented. Parag, any final thoughts from your end? Unfortunately, George had to drop off just before the last presentation. But yeah, anything from your end?
Yeah, I'm really like blown away, right? I think I need to think of it in a different way. The way I manage my team and my reportees, I'm going to have a chat with them for sure, because building these such end-to-end products, which like with like hundreds of features, powered by tens of agents in a couple of weeks' time, like very very amazing. Great job, guys. I don't know how you pull it off, but yeah, all the presentations were very good.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Parag, for coming in, spending your time. We'll reach out to you for your overall feedback as well about the teams sometime during the day or whenever you're free. So yeah, thank you so much for coming in here and spending your Saturday. Thank you so much, all the teams. Great presentation. We know how much efforts you have put in to get to this stage. So I hope you connect with other people in the audience as well. And audience, before every one of you drop off, please do share your feedback in the feedback form. We've spent a lot of efforts in curating all of this together, getting all of you here as well to experience this. Recording, yes, we'll try to share it in the coming week. And I've already shared our YouTube page. It will be posted there, right? So thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. Also, audience, you can find all of these projects on our website as well. We'll be updating the latest projects on our website. So you can go on. We have a section for all the capstone projects that we have, wherein you can go see, what were the problem statement, the use case, what tools have been used as well. I think a lot of you have been asking different types of tools, right? So we do mention and put details about the projects that have been built by the students. So you can go on the website and check that out. And folks, if you are doubtful whether this is relevant for you, or if you're a leader and you think that maybe you want your team to be a part of this course as well, you can book a call with us, wherein in detail we'll discuss how this course possibly helps you in your profile. Is it useful for your profile or not? So you can book a call, one-on-one call with our team as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great Sunday, and see you in our next sessions whenever we have them. Bye-bye.